Welcome to the 9 at 9. My name is Bob, and I'm live every single day, 9 a.m. Washington, D.C. time, where I dive into strategies to help you focus and tackle your big challenges. It is the day after the Super Bowl. We talked about that yesterday. And of course, I party a little bit, and it naturally crushes my voice. So this morning's is going to be a lot of that. And I learned something yesterday, which we talked about, which was hilarious that make failures while I'm building this channel. And when I fail, I learn. The topic yesterday was a long game. I have to do the long game literally again because at the 4 minute mark of yesterday's live 9 at 9, I grabbed this mic, this new mic, and I did this. You can't hear that because there's a mute button attached to this Shure mic right there, which I did not know. And after the 9 at 9, I was looking and it was red, and I was like, "Holy shit, I don't think the mic worked the whole time." So, it did work, but I turned it off at the 4 minute mark, which again was timed perfectly with my words failures because you learn from your failures. I've been growing corporations for 30 years, and I decided to start this platform to help you grow your skills, take risks, and then achieve more career goals. That's really the goal of this platform. And so I have these topics every day to help test things out for me. I am committed to being live every morning. It's part of my personal challenge. My personal commitment, my personal discipline is to be live on YouTube every day at 9 a.m. And again, it's 9 a.m. Washington, D.C. time. That'll change when I travel. and I want you to take on some of these challenges for yourself, because if you do so, I promise you, your life will improve. My life has improved significantly once I started taking on some of these practices, and I want to share them with you. I've learned a lot over the years, and I'm giving it back. I really do want to give back. This stage of my life is all about going out now, right? Of course, I'll continue to grow because I have put these practices, put these ideas into practice, and I want to share them with you and have a good time along the way. Like, making fun of yesterday is the goal. Like yesterday was hilarious that I effed up that video so badly, and it's all about like learning and growing. But the fact that I wasted 7 minutes of the video with really good content is kind of funny. It's okay. Make light of it. I left the video up because it's part of the process. It's part of me learning. So let's get into it. And I'm going to mute for a second because I cannot speak after the Super Bowl last night. What a game. And I was up till way too late. And so that's why I'm a little late today. Anyway, let's get into it. The long game. Absolutely awesome. All right. Back to the long game. So the long game is about where you are consistent every day, make little improvements because the payoff is down the road. You're not going to make progress, all automatically. When you see breakout stars, and we can talk about Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar's story, and this is not what I intended to do, started way long ago, and he is not a breakout success. His early efforts have paid off down the road, and that's the case with every single athlete, every single star, every single company. It's the grind that no one sees over and over and over. Me showing up every single day is the grind to get better. I am not going to be anything unless I'm consistent and learn and try to improve. I got the new mic, I got better lighting, I continue to try to get here and have topics that make sense for you. If I don't get better, if I don't continue, I use AI better every day. I'm not going to get anywhere if I don't make those little improvements. I'm thinking of the long game. There's no quick fixes. And the advantage you get by thinking long game whenever with whatever you're trying to do is that others are cheating. Others want the life hacks. Others want the quick fixes, and they fail every time. So you're going to get ahead of those who just want the quick things. If you're at the gym, it's the little progressive overload. I talked about this in the earliest days of this channel. Progressive overload is the tiny little improvements at the gym that you make on a weekly basis, at least, that grow your muscle over time. It's a long game. You're not going to grow muscle by a month from now, 2 months from now. But a year from now, due to just consistent effort, you're going to look dramatically different. And then 2 years from now, honestly, your life changes. Like my life has dramatically changed because I put the long game in place, lifting weights at the gym. And if you're doing that with your business, just commit to a vision for yourself and what you want to accomplish, and then just try to make improvements every day. If you're thinking long game, you're going to be a success, and you have to be patient. You must be patient. Amazon is a great story. The Jeff Bezos success started with just selling books, right? And on a wooden desk in Seattle, and just struggling to even deliver the books on his own. Him and his team driving the books to the post office and putting them in a box, and now we have Amazon today. In the earliest days of AWS, which is the tech part of Amazon that I work closely with, their AWS cloud service, we didn't even hear about it. I was at Accenture, a top technology consulting firm. We didn't even hear about AWS for years because it was a slowly developing thing. It was not an overnight success. It's a massively powerful part of our economy today, but they put in the work and they put in improvements and they just continue to add to the tools. And that long game pays off when you have that thought process. So whenever you're seeing success stories and you think it's just, look with them, how did they get so lucky? Just understand that there's probably 10 years behind them of grind. And it's fun grind. Like the work that I do to do this is so fun to me, even though I'm busting my ass, never mind my day job as well, that when that trip came up a week ago to go to the Caribbean, I actually, for the first time in a long time, I was like going to miss the work when I was on that vacation. I love this work. So calling it a grind, it sounds kind of a negative thing, but when you're really enjoying the process, when you're enjoying what you're doing, it's not a grind at all. I love growing organizations. I love growing myself. I love the work I do at the gym. I love learning something new and knowing that if I do it consistently, Jesus, like it's just amazing. When I needed to get my graduate degree, I knew that was a goal of mine. My friend at the time wanted to get his graduate degree as well. And he didn't sign up. And 6 months later I was already going, and then a year later I was like 80% through. It was like quick because it was a night class. Anyway, what doesn't matter. I got my graduate degree, and he was like, man, time flew by so fast. Yes, time does fly by. I'm already 77 days into this, and it's flown by. 77 days of a 99-day YouTube challenge. And when I get to that 99 days, I think I'm going to just keep going because time just keeps flying by. I'm going to continue to improve. Am I hoping this is a massive YouTube success? Not necessarily, because it's tied to another organization, but I need it to be successful. So I'm going to continue to do it, and I'm going to continue to bring new ideas to you. So that was the topic yesterday. I lost half the video because of this mic, but I will say that honestly, like from the outside looking in, it looks like this is not growing at all, right? Because it's pretty limited amount of subscribers, and I would love you to join me. But the improvements are what I'm worried about, right? Like the outside measurements, of course, are something that I would love to change, but I'm not focused there. I'm just focused on getting better and putting out quality and improving all the time. So that's what the daily challenge is for you: is to think of something. Think of something that you wanted to accomplish that you've been talking about. That if you just put some tasks in front of you, some action items that you start today. Honestly, do not effing wait. It's a Monday. Everyone needs like Mondays apparently to start new things. But think of the long game when you go after it, and don't try to improve everything all at once. So just start something that you know you can. So that's your daily challenge, is to pick something and then attack it. And again, just break it down into steps, and I'll go into more of that. All right, that's my 9 at 9. I cannot believe I was able to pull it off, because honestly, if you saw me at midnight, you would not have expected me to be here. But I did. I rallied, and I was late, but it's okay. We got it. We're going to continue the streak. Again, sometimes it's 9 at 9:10. One time it was 9 at 10. That was my worst day ever. So if you found me on YouTube Live, if you found me on Shorts, it's not just random content. I put stuff out regarding goal setting, better communication skills. I Can't Hear You is about positive, like positivity, right? Because there's so much negativity out there, like just shit. Like we want to think positively about what we can accomplish. If you do so, honestly, it's amazing what happens when you communicate properly with your colleagues or people on your project. You really get a lot more done. So it's about communication, it's about setting goals, it's about accomplishing those and working together. I hope this community will grow at some point where people are sharing the goals that they want to accomplish and they want to work together to do so. So that's my point of being here every day for you. I show up for you. Hopefully, you'll get the encouragement to show up for yourself, take on these daily challenges, and go after something. Be something better starting now. Like you can be better. You know you can. Let's start today. Let's grow together every day. I will see you tomorrow for another 9 at 9, and I'll promise that I will be on time. I will do it. I will do it for you. I will be on time tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Thanks for finding me.